It's time to kick off Film Award season, and first up this year is the 2017 Hollywood Film Awards. The 21st annual award show is taking place right here at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles, and it is going to be a star-studded event. Actor and comedian James Corden is hosting it for his third time this year, and many stars are being honored like Kate Winslet, Jake Gyllenhaal, Adam Sandler. I'm Jessica Carroll here with AfterBuzz. Now, because this is the first award show, I have a feeling the stars have a lot to say, so let's get right to it. So how do you feel being honored here tonight?
Really good. This is the third film in a trilogy, and it's in a way sad to see it finish. I mean, I love the stories from the first one that I read, back on Rise, and I love the character of Caesar and all the other apes. So, mixed feelings. Like it's kind of sad to see it come to an end, but it's really nice to see it be honored.
Right. And you are being honored for the visual effects for the War of Planet of the Apes. It is coming to an end, but you have an exciting new movie coming up, right?
Several.
So
Yes.
What is coming up?
Well, we started working on the Avatar sequels, and there'll be 4 of those.
Very awesome. Now, there's a lot of negative stuff going on right now in Hollywood. What do you personally do to stay positive?
Well, for me, I think there's 2 things. One is it's nice to see that all this stuff is coming out, right? Like these things should not be hidden, because that's how things like this continue to happen. So the fact that people are being strong and coming forward with it is really great. The other thing is I like to think about the films that we're doing as trying to tell kind of bigger stories that hopefully in a way will resonate with people to bring some of this back. I mean, like when we did Avatar, one of the things I love about working with Jim is he writes really strong female characters, and Zoe Saldana playing Letteri was a really strong character that owed nothing to anyone, at least in her world. She was who she was, and to me those are the kinds of stories that hopefully people just think about them, and they grow within, and maybe not this generation, but the next one a little bit more each time, and we should be at the point where this doesn't matter anymore. It's crazy that people still think they can get away with this.
Starting from when you first entered Hollywood to now, where do you see the future of Hollywood going?
Well, for me, I still like doing these science fiction films, and it's because of the fact that you can tell stories in a new way.
Right.
And again, hopefully,
and you're creating a whole new world.
Yes.
In this movie.
Yes.
In all the movies, really.
We try to, because that's part of it. You have to bring the audiences to the point where they can believe everything about the story that you're trying to tell, and to feel like they're a part of it. Like even in War, one of the big changes in this film since the first film is this film is told entirely from the apes' point of view. Every scene is told from the apes' point of view, and it's really interesting, and to me it feels good that you've got a story being told like through a species that doesn't exist, and yet over the course of 3 films audiences have come to identify with that. And it's not like they're rooting for humans to die, they're rooting for humanity to survive, and that's what Caesar does. He's the one that carries the spark of humanity after humans start to get wiped out. So obviously it's meant to be a mythical story, but there's a core that hopefully people take with them.
And that's why people love animated films like this, is because they get lost in that world. It's a great distraction. Do you ever feel like when you're working on the visual effects that you personally get lost in that world?
Not so much.
It's not like the same as like us, the viewers.
Well, when the film is done, but it's interesting because like you're working on these shots for so long, and it's like, oh, it's almost there, it's almost there, it's almost there, and when it's there, it's like, great, it's there, okay, next one, because you don't have time, So it's not until you actually sit down and watch the film that you get that feeling.
And how do you feel when you get to sit down and watch the film for the first time?
Hopefully good. In the case of this film, I felt great. I was really pleased with what Matt Reeves had done with the film. Awesome. I thought it was really nicely done.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations for tonight, and enjoy.
Thank you.